So I took the Myers-Briggs test, as well as doing the self-assessment, and I wasn't very surprised by the results. So it turns out I am an ENFJ, so extrovert, intuition, feeling and judging. Um, and I've actually taken this test a few times, and I think that's, if not the same result, a very similar result that I've gotten every time. Um, so I am reserved most of the time, but I do get a lot of energy from being with people. I like to plan, set goals, and I have a hard time kind of living in the moment. I definitely kind of live in the future most of the time. I'd say I'm very objective when it comes to ideals, um, but in all other instances, personal, interpersonal, I tend to be kind of a bleeding heart. I am a lot, very much about feeling in those cases. I like to think about others' feelings. Not very spontaneous. I like structure, and above all else, I really like to help people. And I am a people pleaser. I definitely seek other people's approval, maybe more than I should sometimes. Um, and this does often lead to me neglecting my own needs, which is something I definitely need to work on, and have been working on. So when I did the self-assessment, we'll just do a quick run through here. It was pretty similar. So a couple management skills I have. No actual management experience, but I've definitely done a lot of training in both the jobs I've had. I've delegated duties to coworkers and addressed customer complaints. I have pretty good people skills, and I definitely like to mediate situations when it's something an issue that I understand and am comfortable with. If it's something kind of out of my comfort zone or something I'm not familiar with, I can definitely lose a bit of confidence in those cases. I'm very slow to anger, very patient. I like to show rather than tell. I like to be in there helping people. I'm not just kind of standing off at the sidelines. Um, and I'm definitely a very calm, laid back person, but I'm very firm, and I also really like people to follow the rules. I like to follow the rules myself. Um, Skills I need to improve on: being more assertive, asking for what I want directly. Um, that's something I struggle with. I apologize too much, definitely. Um, what management functions am I ideally suited for? Organizing, motivating, and communicating for sure. And the functions I'm least suited for are facilitating and negotiating. Um, I love organizing, motivating, and communicating because I love putting the pieces together, boosting morale, and keeping everybody on track, as well as checking in with people to see how they're doing and how they're feeling. But I definitely, like I said before, am not very good at asking for what I want, um, and negotiating. Making people uncomfortable is not something I'm very good at. I don't like to rock the boat for sure. What managerial roles are you the most and least comfortable with? I'm least comfortable with liaison because I like to be, like I said before, involved in the grunt work. I don't really like to just be a messenger, kind of passing on, you know, messages from the corporate level. I like to be involved with everybody on the kind of the ground level. Um, and I'm most comfortable with being a leader and being a representative. Not always keen on change, but I'm easily adaptable. Sometimes I even like working in a chaotic environment. I like being in control of goals, and helping people to get there. I like to take the reins in a lot of situations. And representing a broadcast station would be really cool. Meeting new people, keeping up the image, spreading the word. That's something I'm very interested in. My leadership capabilities: I like to take charge. I like to make people feel comfortable. Patient and slow to anger, like I said before. I'm very detail oriented and can focus singularly on tasks. And I like to mediate and boost morale. I like to teach and please people. Do I have the capabilities to be an entrepreneur? It sounds amazing, but honestly scary to kind of run my own business, run the whole show. I do like to be in control, um, but I'm very hard on myself generally, so blaming only myself could be scary at times, and failing could be very scary. Um, I do work well alone though, and I like to set goals for myself, so I think I could do it. Um, so I definitely think that I would be a good manager. Definitely helping people is something I'm very passionate about. I just need to work on my own self-confidence in those cases. So going into the broadcast field, I think I could see myself being a manager, maybe a lower manager, where I could really be involved with people, um, but still set goals and, help to motivate people. So both these tests were very helpful.